and to all the ministers within this evening get together. I say thank you, and thank you to all BIAFRANS wherever they are. My special greetings again goes to all our people, because I saw from the Twitter how the sit at home went. It was as usual. Our people always, they don't understand that their sit at home has a dimensional meaning. One of it being that we are continually protesting for our leader to be released, and we are stifling the economy of the zoo and telling the world at the same time that the referendum should be called. We are ready to leave them. So based on the news read just some minutes ago, the zoo vice president, Mr. Shettima, in fact, it beats my imagination why the Southern elders don't understand or see the handwriting on the wall. Because Shettima doesn't hide his visits to the terrorists in the bush. And we also it on the YouTube platform. It was shown there. And if you even type it in, it will still come up. But when YouTube or Facebook see anyone agitating for Biafra, uploading anything like that, they will put your platform down. This is very unfair and unreasonable. So now our elders should know that their cowardice should come to an end by now. Because some time ago, I was listening to an interview held by someone either in Italy or in Greece. I don't know that country. He was asking someone on the 6th, what do you think about P2B and his loss of the position through the 5 judges? And the guy said that he used to be a military man, and that the Igbos, that we caused the trouble, we caused the problem, because the Igbos conducted coup in 1966 and killed the northern elite without killing any Igbo elite, forgetting that Aguiyi is an Igbo military man, and he was killed. So the guy said, so what are you saying in effect? He said, oh, as a military man, I was in the position to see that there's an embargo on the Igbos, that they will never rule Nigeria again. So I was thinking in my mind that, in fact, even if that embargo written somewhere where no one have access, their conduct, the way they treat us, our elders should know by now that the Nigerians do not want anybody from Southeast to rule Nigeria. Because when Atiku picked Peter Obi to be his vice in 1999, I think, if I am correct me if I'm wrong, he won the election, but they rigged it.
2009, I think, or 2015. I don't know again. Either
I think
2009.
it was 2000 and
2019. 2019.
Yeah, 2019. Atiku and Peter won that election, but because Peter is an Igbo man, deputizing Atiku, They rigged it for Buhari to continue. Now, Atiku picked Okowa again. They put him in number 2 so that he cannot win, to avoid an Igbo man coming close to corridors of power. But I'm not Nigeria anymore. But I saw that clearly Peter Obi won that election. But they gathered these 5 judges, put them together, promised them a lot of money, and they openly denied Peter Obi that right to rule Nigeria. So my thing is that our elders should stop behaving like kids. They should stop behaving like children. Somebody don't love you, they don't want you, they are making it very clear to you, and you are chasing after them. You know, every Biafran, wherever you are listening to this, just sit down and think. Because sometimes we make a lot of mistakes because we are in a rush, or because we are failing to think, or because we have seen a risk, considered it, and continued ahead to take that risk. And that is reckless thinking. We should come down to our senses now and know and understand that these people don't want us. They don't want us to rule Nigeria. Therefore, Biafra must come. Biafra is our own. We are not fighting with anybody over Biafra. Therefore, we should go ahead, support each other, come together, work closely. Our population is enough to form a nation. So Biafra must come, and we are all advocating for it to come soon. Thank you so much.
Ndewo, Wada. Okay, Mazi Bambam, we come to you.
Thank you, fellow comrades in the house. Minister of Information, Mazi Akbarawa Sani, our host, Mazi Biafra 247, there you go. I greet you. Our mommy in the house, salutations from here. Battle cry, always ready to battle the enemies. I love you deeply. Gaddafi of Biafra, always shining his eyes to locate the enemies. Don't have trobom. I greet you. And Biafrans are powering on. The zoo is falling like a pack of cards. And then there are no two ways about it. Victories are assured for Umuchineke, and then we are powering on. You know, if we have told you before, you shouldn't see any of these things as a surprise. And the only thing I'm just wondering is, does it mean that all these Fulani and Gamberi, that they have different branches of their Islamization agenda? Because I know that they have one final bus stop, and their final bus stop is to make sure that everybody, they're not wishing like you understand? So what I don't know is that the camp of Atiku and the camp of Shettima, which one is more terrible? Because all of them are the same people. But the fact remains that Biafrans should just know that we are on the right boat, heading to our Canaan land, heading to El Dorado, and nothing can stop us. While Atiku is opening the nyash of Shettima, which we already know it is wide open before, they validated Pablo Escobar. His file is being opened in America. FBI are saying that they will be releasing the files. Sorry. FBI said they will be releasing the files of his escapades in Chicago. So what are we talking about? The truth is that the zoo is gone. And the only thing that many people are yet to see is the confirmation and the obvious announcement that they will hear from the zoo channels when they will tell you to your tent, oh Israel. And at that time, if you do not pick your tent and you do not pitch your tent early enough, it will be difficult for you to identify where to lay your head, because you need to make hay while the sun is shining or while the rain starts falling. You need to prepare yourself. And that's why we are not going to be taken by surprise, those of us that are already aware. If you are awake, that means you are part of the wise virgins. Remember, the scripture says that there were 10 virgins. 10 of them were virgins, but 5 were wise. IPOB, Biafra Republic Government in Exile, under the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, whose authority comes from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are the 5 virgins. The 5 virgins that had the wisdom of taking extra oil. If you are still moping in the dark, waiting to see the next direction where P2B will lead you, then you are obviously among the 5 foolish ones. Do not end up like those 5 foolish ones who will eventually come finally and start knocking at the door of the 5 virgins who have arrived the shores of Biafra, and then you will be calling us and asking, Pastor Van Van Van, because you're too manu. Give me small. Gaddafi, please, can you help me? Just a little drop of oil. Or maybe among those, I will say, or just put your finger inside that water and then just drop a little drop so that I will feel the cool, because I'm tormented in this flame. So where would you belong? You know, would you be among those I will say, had I known? And some people may not even be alive to be able to say, had I known. So that is why the earlier you join this chariot now, the better for you. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would always say, I am not making this as a lamentation, no. I am not making it as a complaint, no. We are not making it as a complaint or a lamentation. We are telling you, let me not talk too much because my mouth is full of words. I'll hand my microphone now until I'm called upon again. Thank you very much, Umunnem.
They were. Okay. Mazi Sonny, don't come back. Okay. Mazi Gaddafi, you have the mic.
Biafra government, peace, progress, equity, and unity.
Justice.
Thank you, fellow Biafran. Thank you, my fellow comrade. Thank you, the lovers of freedom and the friends of Biafra. Thank you, the world at large that are listening to us whenever we call. I also extend my greetings to the nations that are with us, those that have shown their full support in public, and those that are yet to make theirs public. I salute you all. I also salute all the forum, all the ministers. I salute each and every one of you. This Biafra is like a building. Each and every one of us are laying one block on top of each other's block, and the house will soon be completed. I thank our Prime Minister, who God has brought to be the driver of this in time like this. Somebody said I should tell him that he has given him a new name, Ezioku Dananyem, meaning Osenelu, that when truth landed inside the ocean, it will keep floating because truth remained. I also send my greetings to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who God gave the lantern, the enlightenment that makes most of us to be stronger than ever. He brought courage back to us even when the likes of Wazirike disappointed us. He gave us that enlightenment, build up our hope, and today we are practicing those things that he taught us because we see truth in it. I say thank you. Above all, I did not forget the old mother of Biafra. I used to say the old mother are the pillar of where we are today, because the beginning. Because when you know where you come from, you know where you are going. So I extend my greetings to each and every one of them. They were mother indeed, and they nurtured us to where we are today. So I thank them so much. Above all, Atiku was a man that said, monkeys and baboons will be soaked in blood. I believe it was Atiku. He made that statement, and also he will make one of them, either Atiku or Buhari, said, okay, Buhari said if you lose election, he will make the monkeys and baboons to be soaked in blood. We never forget. And nothing happened. Atiku also said to Goodluck Jonathan that he will make it. And we have not forgot. And all of us know that both Atiku, both Shettima, both Buhari, they are all commanders of Boko Haram. They are all commanders of Boko Haram. We all know that. So when they begin to fight within themselves, I believe if we begin to look for the missing spoon, the thing that we're eating in the night will be exposed. And it is a time that they started looking for the missing spoon. The food that they ate in the night will soon be exposed, because all of them were in it. We know that Shettima till tomorrow remains the commander of Boko Haram. And he has been working with his colleagues, which is Atiku. So they know themselves very well. And Atiku has just come to confirm that Shettima opened the floodgates of Boko Haram and terror, not just in Borno State, in all over Nigeria. They funded Mieti Allah, who told us if we didn't give them our land, they will kill us. They said, you better surrender your land so that we live. Now we see Gumi, who is the spokesperson of the Boko Haram. Let me tell you, whether Asaroa or Iswap or Boko Haram or whatever name they call them, they garnish it by, they are all devices to make Goodluck Jonathan's government ungovernable, as they all planned. They bring terror. That is why even the Bible said, I will rise evil from the north. As you can see, their attitude is a fulfillment of the scripture. He said, I will rise up the evil from the north. That is why you see 110% terror spring up from the north. And who are the master planners? Who are the pilots of this terror? Atiku, Shettima, and dead led Buhari. So that is why they are now trying to pick a fight within themselves. When the camp have been divided, more truth will still come out. That's why I think what Atiku said was truth. They don't want to give Atiku president is because they knew that Atiku is kind of, he has this soft mind on the Biafrans, on the Easterners, because his investments are in the Biafra land, his major investment, Atiku. And Atiku also have his wife from Delta State. So you can see. So they believe that the Atiku will be soft for the Biafrans. So no need of allowing him to sit there. And if you know the history, you will know that Atiku can never be president. He can never. If any human being believes that Atiku will ever be president, you are making a very big mistake. They know Atiku is mean. Atiku can kill us. He can do it. He can do it. So that is it. So the truth remains that what they are calling, the names they are calling themselves is their name. Atiku is a Boko Haram commander. Shettima is the Boko Haram general. Is the general commanding officer of Boko Haram. And fueled by the government, our money, your money and my money. The proceeds from the oil from the Biafra land is what they are using to fuel their terror. You know, that is why somebody said from Jigawa, he said the oil in Bayelsa State, he named Bayelsa Gogogo, that oil in Bayelsa State is for Jigawa State. And the principalities and powers from that area, from South, as they used to call them, or Niger Delta, as the case may be, principalities and powers are from that area, remain silent because they love eating those things that fall from the master's table. Now they're confronting themselves. The Northern are watching them. They are watching them. But we here in Biafra land, it is a time of Idwakanono. Confirmed time of Idwakanono. They make our people homeless. They make our people, they burn our markets. They kill us. Now the reverse is the case. Thank you, my fellow comrade. Thank you, the lovers of freedom. Above all, I salute all of Biafrans who is living in the war front for observing the sit at home today. Thank you, because you always remember that Mazen Andekano has been observing his own sit at home over 2 years now. So giving only one Monday is not too much. I thank you all for understanding the fact that he stood for us. It is our time now to stand for him. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
As you go, there is a video I just uploaded now. It's an update from PM Twitter. We should also address it before we finish.
Okay, very well. Okay, Mazi Sonny, are you there? Okay, I guess he's receiving advice. I don't know, is anybody or is there anybody that will want me to replay the video in case you did not get the video very well? The video will
I did not get the video. Please, can you replay it for me? Because it just I just talked about it, but I didn't watch the video.
Okay. It's about
so I will allow you to
Atiku replying to what is his name? Shettima, the vice president. The vice president made a mockery or joke of him. Then he replied, and so let's go so you hear by yourself.
Interrogate him.
Will you still retire political terrorists to Dubai as you have said during your campaign?
No, we have moved beyond the pace of politics. Now we are in the pace of governance.
Yeah, nice.
Atiku Abubakar is an elder statesman that I hold in very high esteem. Anybody who knows the socio-cultural interactions between the Fulanis and the Kanuris in the north will know that I have the liberty to hold all insult at him and he will stoically bear. We are not going to retire him to Dubai or Morocco. I will retire him to Pombina. I will buy him goats, broilers and layers so that he can spend his days rearing goats and broilers. But it's an elder statesman that I owe this on a joke.
Okay, so that was the Vice President Kashim Shettima after the court affirmed their victory on Wednesday. In reaction to that video, Atiku Abubakar, through his aide, Frank Shaibu, is saying that it is laughable that Shettima, who has the most woeful governance record in Nigerian history, who could not lift the people of Borno State from poverty, slid them from home of peace to floodgates of Boko Haram, is planning on investing in Atiku. Now, that was in reaction to that you watched. Of course, Shettima went on to say that Atiku is an elder statesman whose experience must not be ignored, but he did not meet them well clearly. Let's see what Shaibu is saying on behalf of his principal, Atiku. Shettima was appointed as a commissioner for finance and later became governor of Borno State. Those who brought him had high expectations for him, having come from the banking sector. However, rather than bring prosperity to the people of Borno, he opened the floodgates of terror. He further says, we advise Kashim Shettima to spend the remainder of his days praying to God every day for forgiveness for destroying the lives of the millions of people of Borno State, rather than making dry and insipid jokes at those who have actually bettered the lives of people. And then finally, he says, we are...
All right.
Yeah. Can I make a brief comment on it, Mazi?
Yeah, go on.
Beautiful. You know, and it is obvious that Atiku is confirming what we already know, that Shettima, you know, single-handedly opened the floodgates of terror. The floodgates of terror that we today see was opened by this man. Now, this man, number one, had no credit to his governance. He inspired a lot of riots in Borno State. So many Biafrans were murdered and their businesses destroyed in Borno State. There was one popular Igbo brother that owned a filling station. We saw it on video. That Shettima made a mockery of him and said there's a Nyamini guy. And the guy came and said, buy it to him and another. Do you know that other guy was murdered in Borno State? He was murdered.
I know.
You remember? And many others like that. And
Yeah, the one that greeted him at the filling station.
The one that greeted him, yes. That guy that he asked him about Biafra. The guy
He's wearing best cap.
Yes, or wearing best cap. The guy denied Biafra. He said that he belongs here. His family. That guy was murdered in Borno State. This guy had no impute in the lives of his own people. His own people of Borno State. And you ask yourself a question. Why on earth was this man the choice for VP amongst, okay, even if you want, we don't want Nigeria, but those of you that are in Nigeria and are saying want Nigeria and all what have you, you did not ask yourself, among all the, you know, even Fulani people, they had very bright people that can even speak, that have something to add to their colors of what they have achieved in their one Nigeria, at least relatively. Even Nuhu Ribadu have some things to say that he has done. El-Rufai can even boast of one or two things that he may have done for them in the zoo. But this guy, what is the interest of APC and this Fulani Caliphate of picking him to make sure he becomes the VP? If not that, he is the one that knows the floodgates, he knows how it is opened, he knows the generals that are in charge of the terrorists, he knows all of them, and he's the one that can make it happen very fast. He's the one that can bring the Caliphate kingdom very quick. They didn't put him because he is exceptional in achievement. They didn't put him because he can, you know, even win anything for them, or be able to express himself, or be able to attract attention of the world powers, to be able to even help the zoo. No. The only reason they put him there and they ensured he is the one, even though he was not qualified as a VP, because he was already running as a senator at the same time. And when they discovered that Tinubu was insisting and Tinubu was going to open their gash if they don't give him what he was looking for, they said, okay, you will have it, but you must have Shettima. Because Tinubu did not want that Muslim, but they insisted on him. Why? Because Shettima is the key to the floodgates of terrorism. Now it is unleashed on you. And I pity for any one of you in that zoo that have not yet identified with your salvation, which is Biafra. Anywhere you are in the zoo, whether you are in Benio, you are in what do you call it, in Middle Belt, you are in wherever you are, the only salvation you have is Biafra. That's the only salvation. And without Biafra, I am sorry for you. Thank you, fellow comrades.
There will any other person want to drop a comment before we move on? Okay, we move. Now I want to make we see something. Okay, let's see the update from our Prime Minister before we go to this. He said this. Is it video or what, Mazi? Which one? Raphael, can you hear me?
Mazi, eh?
One is video. Go to our platform. Mazugo.
Huh?
Go to our platform. There is a video
Yes,
that posted there.
it, and that's what I was asking. I want to be sure. All right.
May they come out now? They should come out and collect. Nonsense.
Okay. Where is the video now? Come.
Now, we take a price for my calculator. Anambra State government government is saying later all the platform needed were Anambra State markets. But the idea of platform. Go look at the say now they said in a platform, you tell that now do the women see that they are Anambra State government and that. Ọbụ na ikpecha ekpere n'ekiri nọ na all the night chairman ga-eji excise food gọọmenti wetara. O nwere excise food gọọmenti wetara. Anyị ga-enye last week. Emechaa kịta all the night chairman ga-eji excise food. Ebe ndị niile bịara taata anaghị n'ụfa. Onye idere afọ ide nọmbacha ebie. Anambra State gọọmenti si na a ga-akọrọ etiti today, Lord, I want each market done and take on Friday the government to see. And then when the government will come and they sell the market. So here I will let text. Also, say the whole that was my I get out the Anambra State government to sell any market I comply through the government directive. So Peter, almost I will tell I chairman in the gap with the excise food. They just tell me that I'm not. Here's the one for that mama. You know, you will defend it. And how did I go that the man that you penalty will see. One day in the Gareba, very green off. One time I get that, they come by charity. Then the become better. I want to make that situation like they say as spoil. You make a store, we put that on speed. Such as you store, such as you will be now. Why is the JF? You don't put that chairman will down and they not my change. What down with the so people, he has a very, very important. All this on the airport, I don't know 1,000. Almost 1,100. Without China price. The government will deal with them. Very, very important. Because
Hey, all the way.
They call him a blue government.
Hey, honestly, yeah. Ana agweba afọ ana-arị elu or ana agwa otela afọ ana-arị elu. only dream. I think only dream deliverance. I want one pastor from
Evangelism. I need the identity on I get preaching. I got zero ozioma before this.
I saw one pastor preaching in the delivering Yahoo boys in Twitter on Twitter. So that kind of Twitter should pastor should visit him, and he needs absolute total 100% deliverance. So the floor is open. Let us do justice to the man before we move on.
Mazuko, what I have to tell the Anambra people that obey this useless directive, what I have to tell them is that they should tell the governor to give them security also. Them. As he's bringing them to market, he should employ more military and more police so that each person that owns shop there, he will give them police or soldier to be following them around. And also we too, I call Anambra people who knows the address of this man. Just know because we have letter that we need to deliver to him. We have a letter, our own letter. Maybe they say they posted their own letter in the platform. We have a letter that we want to send to this man.
Urgent letter that should get to him in the next 24 hours. Very urgent letter.
Yes. Emergency letter. You know, as I can see, his head is touching because he needs to give his life to Christ. Because let them go watch Ambazonia. Let them go and watch Ambazonia. And let me tell Biafran people, it is better that to stay in your house on Monday and go to work, go back to your market or your business on Tuesday. You get hope. You see your own. Because we will give it to Ajan Suroko. We will give that place to Ajan Suroko. So either you obey or we give it as a burnt offering to the Lord himself. You see that your shop, that your market, stay at home and observe the sit at home, or we will offer it unto God as a burnt offering. It is written in the Bible. So if you feel saying a challenge, we will offer that your market as a what they call it? A burnt offering. As a burnt offering.
Yes.
As a burnt offering. So because it has come to a challenge now. Because they said from the days of the John the Baptist to today, if they did that now, you call yourself Christian. We will be village people. Now me come they teach you what is written inside your Bible. As now it's become a challenge. Either Gaddafi said, either we give that market as a burnt offering unto the Lord, or you stay in your house on Monday, go back to your market on Tuesday. Because as it don't become like this, we will teach you another way to be submissive. Are you mad? Martin Adikano has been sitting at home for years. He has been sitting at home. Did Martin Adikano ask for money? Did he ask for riches for himself? He just wanted your own good life. Can't you see where the man is addressing them? See what he call market. Maybe tomorrow I will go make video waiting that they call market. Tomorrow, me, I will go outside. Go to because there is one particular market, it's a public market. I will go and make the video and post it. Mad people everywhere. Is it because we are keeping quiet too much? Somebody will come out openly, started to disobey the orders of the owners of the land. Either you sit at home or we make you sit at home. That's the word of our leader. After you yap all your nonsense finish, you must sit at home. So the choice is yours. The Bible said, I've given you this day to choose either blessing or you choose curse. So if you choose, say you can now go and open that market, go and open that market, let's see. Whether the government will come and feed you. Don't you know that it is your right to, it is a right to your children to have free education? That governor is not seeing that fact. It is your right. It is your right. It is your right for your children to have free education. It is also your right for you to have a good health. It is also your right. These are things that governors should provide for you. Go to Okpoko. Some of you that know Okpoko, go to Okpoko. Pig farm. It's like pig farm. In the olden days, in the Old Testament, some of you, you know what is called burnt offering. We take what they call it, ram, and give unto God as a Pastor Vavam. Is it not scriptural?
You are online. Online. Complete.
Good.
100%.
So that is it. Because we pamper you guys, it becomes like, say, Mazina Dekane is inside dungeon, underground for that matter. Just because of you. Because it's asking for your own good. Ordinary sit at home on Monday, you cannot sit at home. You dey mad? Come. If the governor of his say, you know this, you know they hear. We go piercing ear to hear. Enough of this nonsense. Every time you gather people, bring them on outside, and you still come to kill them. The only thing you tell them to do is come outside, you will write name. The amenities that are made for these people, have you given it to them? Have you? The answer is no. The good hospital, which one have you built? Good road, which one have you done? I was going through a picture in Aba. Somebody posted a picture that Alex Oti, who just entered yesterday, the kind of road that I built. Your own business, your own achievements, your own investment is just to top sit at home. That is why you become governor. And I know this Soludo, when he was going for his campaign, when he was nursing this governorship, maybe I will look for that video and play it when Soludo was preaching for this Biafra. This same Soludo now, this same Soludo. What is wrong with these people, Saif? I beg, I rest my case. Thank you.
Masugo, you are muted.
Sorry. The Biafra Warrior Queen is here. So, I want that Biafra. You are welcome to the program. You have the microphone before we move on. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Okay, yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. Just
Biafra Warrior Queen, Mommy Ada. Biafra Warrior Queen, not you. The other lady.
Oh, okay. All right.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you very much. I was not here from the beginning, but for the little I listened to, and according to our Gaddafi, the one and only Gaddafi in Biafra land, according to his submission and message to our people, it baffled me to know that some people still listen to these ritualist pastors, people that call themselves pastor. They call themselves a man of God. Who is not man of God? Our prime minister is a man of God. He is a true man of God because God is speaking through him. Our prophet, Nnamdi Kanu, is a man of God. He's the true prophet of God. Wait, it's so shameful to know that people from Biafra land, they still listen to these 419 people. Or would you prefer to be in IDP camp or to sit at home just on Monday and go to your business on Tuesday? You can even go to your business on Sunday Nobody is holding you to open your market on Sunday or on Saturday. Just one day, Monday. So you prefer to listen to these useless and idiotic people that call themselves pastors, ritualists, that don't have anything to offer to you. Like so many of their daddy GO. They will tell you to pray to the Holy Spirit to take care of you. Pray, Holy Spirit will guide you. Cover yourself with the blood of Jesus. But they go everywhere with security guards. But those their security guards, they are hit from head to toes with weapon like AK-47, like weapon, gun. What do you think they need this gun for? To protect your daddy GO, that pastor you are listening to. They go around with vehicles that is protected with gun. They go around with vehicles that when they shoot that car, gun could not go enter. That is bulletproof vehicles. But you, they will use your money to buy that car. They will be protecting themselves. But you, when the terrorists come, if the Fulani terrorists that are killing you, that are killing people in Middle Belt and North, that have pursued all of them to, maybe those people that were in that market, that very place, maybe they prefer to be in the IDP camp than to sit at home just on Monday, than to just obey what the only government that we know. Me that I'm talking, I'm from Edo State. I am from Edo State. I'm Edo, Benin, from Benin. But I could have preferred to come from that part of Biafra land that you are, but you still listen to these useless people that deceive you, than to listen to your prime minister, the voice of God, the one that God is speaking through him. Any word that comes from our prime minister is not the one saying it. It's the God that is using him to speak to you. It's the one that is bringing you to freedom. So you rather prefer to follow those 419 people that have collected money from your governor, from the people that have been bringing terrorist army to kill you, if not for ESN or for Biafra Liberation Army. Do you know where you could have been? Do you know where you could have been? In IDP camp, where the terrorists will still go there and kill them. IDP camp is a refugee camp. Refugee camp is a place that people that come from other countries, that war have pursued them, they will come to other countries, but you are in IDP camp in your own land, indigenous displaced people camp. That is IDP camp. You in your own land, in your ancestral land, you are inside the camp, in the bush, where the terrorists will still come and kill you and rape your children. You prefer to be there than just to listen to just a simple instruction to preserve your life, to fight for the future of your children. For the future of your children. For your children, just imagine 20 years ago, if they tell you that you will be afraid of Fulani to go to your farm, you will not believe it. You will say, no, if a prophet or if somebody come to you, Idibia come to you and tell you, 20 years to come, Fulani will take over, they will be killing people, people will be afraid to go to their land. You will not believe. You say, no, Fulani, I will send the Fulani that are beggars. They are begging for money, they are everywhere on the street begging. But today, you are afraid of the Fulani. Just imagine, just close your eye for a while and take Prophet Nnamdi Kanu out of this picture. Take our Prime Minister out of the picture. And take Biafra government in exile out of the picture. Imagine yourself alone in that zoo. 25 years to come. Your children will be slave. That slave will be more than the slave our ancestors had during the time of slavery. That slave that will come in 25 years to come, it will be more than what our ancestors that we are taken away by force to become slave in the land of this America, Britain, and every other part of the Western world. Your slavery will be more. That slavery will be a child's play compared to the slavery the Fulani will force you to be. So you still go out there and listen to these stupid people, to this pastor that don't know their right from their left. Those ones that have been giving fake prophecy. The only prophecy that have come to pass in my own time is Prophet Unabikanu. Everything you have speak about, everything comes to pass. So my brothers and sisters, please don't listen to these people. Don't listen to these pastors. They will tell you to pray to cover yourself with the blood of Jesus. You remember the pastor that was coming out. I don't know if that pastor is still alive, because if she is still alive, he could have come out and do some more video. I saw 2 of his videos that he did, crying for people to pray. They were, instead of saying to arm themselves and fight back, they were asking the world to pray for them, because Fulani terrorists have been coming, have been killing them. He said he don't know when he will come to his turn. I don't know if that man is still alive. The pastor will tell you to pray for the Holy Spirit, but he himself will be going out there everywhere with security service, security men that are armed with AK-47, that are armed with gun, weapon. Then you will still listen to them. If the terrorists come and kill you, that pastor will not be there. That pastor will be in his own house, guided with security services that have weapons to defend him when the Fulani terrorists come. But you don't have anything. Please, my brothers and sisters, my mothers and fathers, please, it is better you endure. Our mothers, our fathers, our ancestors, our daughters were killed. For 3 years, they stay without food. 3 years. They commit genocide against them. They fight against Nigeria, and they won. They have to use genocide. They block everywhere. They use starvation to kill more than 3 million children. If you add adult to it, it will be more than 6 or 7 million people that died out of starvation. If they can survive and fight, and if you are alive today, it's because they survived it. If they didn't survive that starvation, you that is listening to that useless pastor, you could have not been alive today. Please resist. If it is one month, sit at home. Sit at home. Listen to the only prime minister, the government that we have in Biafra land. Nigeria government, it doesn't have say. Listen to the prime minister of Biafra land, please. And obey when he tell you to sit at home. Sit at home. One day you will not die. On Sunday, go out there and sell your food. Open your market on Sunday. But Monday, sit at home. If it is 2 weeks, sit at home. Sit at home. Because this pastor, they are using you. They are playing you. They are 419. If you know what pastor is doing here in Europe, you will not go to church again. I stopped going to church during the pandemic. During the pandemic, pastor was busy asking people to come and pay their tithe and offering. When people were at home, a lot of people that don't have documents to work in Germany, they lost their job. They were not working. Pastor didn't call to ask for how they were feeling. Corona was killing a lot of people. Pastor didn't call one day to ask how people are feeling. A lot of people died. Even somebody from Bayelsa, Calabar person that I know, the husband died of Corona. He died of Corona. A lot of our people died of Corona. Those people that were less privileged of immune defense, that you have immune defense, that is the gene that defend you from all those virus. They died.
Okay, what Biafra, you round up. Please, so
Okay, we all round up now. Thank you. So please, don't believe those people. They are false prophets. They are false pastors. They are trying to play you. Just listen. We have one government. It's Prime Minister Simon Ekpa and government in exile. Please, when they give instruction, just listen and forget about all those 419 pastors that are playing you. They have collected money from Nigeria government. They will come there and deceive you because they don't want Biafra to come. Please don't listen to them and don't fall for their trick.
thank you.
I'm begging for you. Thank you very much.
Ndewo. Okay, let me start from Mazerafel. We know they hear you. It's like you're muted.
No. I've opened it now. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Wada wanted to talk before. Let's allow Wada.
Okay. Ada Biafra.
Thank you so much. Thank you, our sister that spoke last. You know, our people, I really feel for them, to be honest with you. Sometimes I feel like I don't know how to speak, whether to speak in our vernacular so that they will understand. Our people should stop listening to these governors. They are intimidating you people. You people are the government. You have right to do whatsoever you want with your businesses. Neither the state government nor the federal government gave you business loan. Some of you raised that money from selling your ancestral land that your parents gave you. You sold the land, you started your business. Nobody has right. For you to sit at home, you are not committing any illegal matter. You are not committing any offense. It is your right. It is a civil right. Ndị be anyị biko nụ ndị Anambra steeti ka m sụzia ya nnọọ otu unu ga-esi ghọta. Sit at home a unu na-anọ, unu ada commit any offense. Unu nwa bụ government. These governors bụ the civil servant that is serving you people. You people should be telling them what you want, not the other way around. Ọbụrụ ọfanwa ga na-abịa agwa unu ife unu ga na-eme. Unu nwa tosiri ịgwa ndị gọvanọ na ife anyị chọrọ. N'enu kịta onye ndu anọgo 2 years n'ofu ebe. Unu egbuchighị agwọ. Ọ bụrụ chinitezie. Every Monday unu anọdụ because na unu love Maazị Nnamdi Kanu and unu chọọ ka release Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Unu ekwena ka ndị a intimidate unu. Abịa na nke ndị pastor unu mana ndị ọcha ji Bible a wee bịa bataba anyị kutu anyị obi wee bido enslave ndị be anyị from enslavement colonization ofu Bible a na ofu aghụghọ a. Onwego oge onye Igbo mma student anyị ọnụọ nwaanyị nwunye esi mba nọ wee bịa obodo a fa gbasịa akwụkwọ ka ese foto fada bịa chụpụ anyị niile n'ime ụlọ ụka Catholic Church. I was surprised. So ndị pastor a na-asị unu ife a fa na ndị governors a. In fact, fa fugo na ọ na-abụ nke agwala unu na-amaliriri unu nwa bụ gọọmenti. Fa gwa unu nke unu achọrọ sie na ọnwụ onwere ifefa ga-eme. Beto ha gwara unu na-amaliriri. Another time fa bịa ndị Fulani anụwa na command ndị governors a to intimidate all of you. For all the right. Unu ma oge keda for this governor Fakpolu tinye na-alụsị. Governor Bikolotenu Mafia. That governor nke Anambra State. Ngige. Oge Obasanjo si ya na anya je ka akpọtali ya ndị amị ka o wee wipe out one village. Ngige si ya no. Governors nwere right to send these military people back or bring them in. Ngige refused. Ngige said, no, I don't want to kill my people. Because these military boys, once they come in here, they will start shooting anyhow. But these useless ones around Kita, look at Governor Soludo. Oh, money, the other day, na si unu that na nyage dekota Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Oh, no, because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that you people are sitting at home. On name everything. Oh, use Opaso, use Onyo, use Onyo, use Onyo and Kozo, just to bring you people down. Negodo no kafia unudi. Unu ba moto ja Abakaliki. I'm not like David Umahi. But one thing on Melundi before no pezi buafia. Oh, biafia wakunu ka governor sato ilulu. Afia unu dika kitchen. Anakwa yali unu from here to there. Unu ekwezina. Monday will sit at home. When if you they can't stop your business because it is wholly and entirely yours. It's your business. It does not belong to any state government. You can go to business any day you want. Any day unu sinona chori jape or business unu kobo. Obronke state government. Unu ekwezina kandi ana intimidate unu. Mandi pastor nina. They are fabundi wayo. If unu check so many homes on Abasa today on the pastor sir. Nenka na kwa Willie Obiano. Okwo Gofiotro. Obanaga America. Obiziana Mbrakita. Ndi anacho ibia invade ebanya. Opo no brondi ESN. Nandi Biafra Liberation Army. Banye bo target India. So ndi banye unu wake up. Wake up. Ndi Fulani abiara now. All these governors for abanari unu. So Simon Ekpa is there for you people. We are all here supporting him. You people should not listen to them at all. I'm really getting angry about this. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
There were. Okay. Mazaraf.
Thank you very much. I've been itching to talk because Mazugo, please, can you flash the face of that Ozodemba that was talking to them in the market, that Anwafia? Can you just bring the picture? Please, fellow Biafrans, urgently, as a matter of a very, very emergency evangelism, this man needs any identify Woka. Any identify Woka before dusk, between dusk to dawn tomorrow. We must get the face of this man. This man needs him with a time. I'm telling you. Another idiot. Messenger Soludo. Who is this animal? Play go there, just up table the post here. So that Biafrans, we need, if you know this Obokorishi, if you know this worker, this idiot, post why I can hear negotiate. If you know this annual fair, no one. Because when you're in the mebo akazu, it's an idea for akazu. Eh? If they don't call you, it's here goes if they 20,000, it's in an account. If you buy an Okada, in your puta, you got the gente, Fanonege. I need this man ID. I need a bono. Get in touch with us. I need to send their message. Only the evangelism. Very urgent evangelism. Immediately, Nketa Nkechi, what can need him? I need Vam, and the media team, everybody. Any one of you with ID this man. Obuno 247, Obuno Akbarawa, Obuno Gaddafi, Ono Obunima, Iji number, send the other ID. Emana Facebook handle ya, or Instagram code they use. We need his picture. Everything he can identify us, man. Kamarebo se puta. So that Echi, Koga Kozi also. Any this type of people. In their evangelism or Koko, as in the heart. Because this bunch of food, we are joking. Mazu go pause why ki we on a screen. Pause go there ki we on a screen. Can I feel we anya? If you know this man,
yeah, sorry, Vam, he can zoom it.
yes, zoom one. Ono man worker. Anybody man worker. If you know his Facebook handle, you know his Instagram, anything, send it to me, send it to Abarawasoni, send it to the media team. So that before tomorrow evening, can picture about everywhere. Sky Zigariosi. Only the evangelism. Very urgent evangelism needed. And we need to do it as a matter of urgency. Osibo. Ibroye compound no woka. Obunima street. That is Obuni been at the same street with this man. Woka. So that the next person against Yosi, Omurako, Ndara, mad people. As you go zifere, you get 20,000. You put on your account. You buy an Okada. You put on in my hair. You see after sanitation, I snag a day to have funding money. Do you think they change our BIAFRANS Amarife? You think they don't have brain? We need this face must be everywhere on social media. And you need the worker. And you need this is Yosi. Between today and tomorrow evening, he must get the evangelism. Very urgent. So that Ndara. Please get off if I don't know if you have something to say.
Emma, nwata kwu karịa ọza karịa, and nwata kwu ihe karịrị ọnụ ya apịwa ya ọnụ. This man deserve ịpịwa ọnụ. Thank you.
There you go. Let me log off. Let's see if I can use this. Yeah, you do what you want to do.
Because send the runner in the pictures. Very important to his Facebook handle, anywhere, his address. Send the eye. We'll make it public. Send it to us. We'll make it public. Thank you.
All right. There will no motion again. We move. I think we should try. Is there any other person here that want to drop any statement? Make any more? Okay. Our minister is here. Mazi, you're welcome.
I salute everybody.
Okay.
Both people where they here and people where go join us later and people where they road. And even those who never even wake up to know say Freedom Day. I salute all of them. And to my honorable media ministers in the house, I salute all of you. I can see Bam 247, Ada Biafra, Biafran Warrior Queen, Gaddafi of Biafra, and more of us that will be coming in. Let me start by appreciating the Biafran people for recording another historic day of the Biafran cause, because with what you do every day, with what you do whenever we call for a sit at home, with what you do whenever we enact any civil disobedience, it speaks volume, not just to one Nigeria, and the ripple effects are being felt in the international communities. They may not agree, they may not come out to say it for you to understand what you have been doing to them. But I tell you that you have destroyed the existence of one Nigeria, even without guns and bullets. Your civil disobedience stance and your consistency and your tenacity on the quest for freedom is what emboldens Mazi Nnamdi Kanu day in, day out. So, your strength is the strength of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's strength is your strength. When you shut down Biafra land, the oil and gas exploitation that is supposed to be fueling the existence of every international communities are unstopped. Now, remember quite well that pipelines have been laid from Biafra land to America, UK, Europe, and all the criminal destinations who uses your existence to suffix their economy. But your lives are no priority to them, but your resources are of great importance to their existence. So when you do civil disobedience, when you stop oil exploitation in Biafra lands, when in Bakassi, the Biafran Liberation Army in the waterways are making sure no exploitation of any kind goes on. The Cameroonians and the Benes and one Nigeria does not breed and nothing flows in and out. When all these are done, the ripple effects are felt from the international communities. So if you are doing sit at home in the other part of Biafra land, there are another wars that are ongoing in some other side. Ekeroro ekere. Ekeroro ekere. Now I want you to understand something. That the collective responsibility of what we are doing is what is making the war to look for the head of our PM. Do you think that it is the Fulani Heran boys that we have in Biafran alone that are just coming together on their own to be making the pronouncement of we are placing $500, 500,000 bounty on PM's head? No. Who announced the kidnap of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Was it not international communities? Who controls ECOWAS? Who controls United Nations? Who controls International Criminal Court? Who controls the Commonwealth? Who controls the G20 that you see that were making noise yesterday? It is the criminals that you have in UK, America, and Europe that do all these things. So those political errand boys that you see in Biafra land do not make noise on their own. Have you ever wondered why, with all the atrocities that they have committed, when they go and put in their visa or their passport for visa application to Europe, America, and UK, they don't hesitate to put the thing. They just put it back. They go. With all the atrocities on the system, they will not do anything. They will go. Haven't you seen Ifeanyi Uba enjoying himself with his children in UK? He was bragging. While the people that voted him into power, they are dying in jeopardy. They cannot even travel from Anambra or Abia to Lagos. Neither will they travel to Abuja, but him and his children are getting preferential treatment with the money of the people that voted them into power in abroad. I want to appreciate the Biafran people and to make them understand the importance of who they are when they stand their ground to make sure no Fulani errand boys in the name of governors, senators, ministers, paramount rulers, pastors and bishops and prophets does not breed. Because when you stand your ground and keep the civil disobedience 24/7 without fear of any kind, you are speaking in a very loud voice and people may not understand. And you yourself, you may not understand what you are doing. You are doing the best thing to your freedom. And Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will be very proud of you. When he said, I will not disappoint you, but you will. You, the Biafran people back home, have not disappointed Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. It's the errand boys, it's the DOS that have disappointed him. But you that is making sure sit at home is carried out without any compulsion of any kind. You are the one that is making MNK proud every day and standing strong, not ready to back down of this freedom. And that is what also emboldens us and gives us the strength and the power. That is also what makes the ESN, the Biafran Liberation Army, the Black Marine, the BNL, and the BNG, and every armed groups that are fighting day in, day out, for them to fight with full force and with more energy, because they see people giving them the morale of what? Ever going forward, not backing down. any day they hear that all of you have stopped following the sit at home or every civil disobedience, the men with weapons in the bushes, the men with weapons in the waterways will be weak. So your strength is their strength, and their strength is your strength. So I want to thank you all for making sure the civil disobedience continues, and the 3 weeks is loading and it is coming. That one is not targeted on you, it's targeted on the zoo government, making sure they do not go to anywhere. We hold it down and put them there. Now, going to the useless governor that called himself Hopeless Shettima. I see he was accusing of, whether is the principal was accusing of, Shettima or accusing of Atiku. I saw the two of them on local heads on media before now. Atiku started by telling him that he was the chief Boko Haram. Then he now came back now to give his own. And then Hopeless Shettima now, because he's errand boy, so he's now coming to put the thing in order for them. Now, I want BIAFRANS to understand that the Fulanis are like this. They are one. If you listen to Shettima, Shettima said, everybody will know that me and Atiku, that we are all Fulanis. So we are brothers. We have a common interest. So they will use it to play politics, and then they will still go back to continue their conquest agenda because they have a unity of purpose, which is the conquest agenda. So when they finish the political shenanigans in the media, they go back to continue as elder statesmen of the Fulani enclaves. They continue with their plans, and the conquest will continue. Now, make no mistake to conclude that these Fulani terrorists will fly or disappear from Abuja or from the Sahel, and then reappear or do juju and find themselves inside the Biafra land. No, 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 no. It is the Hopeless Shettima that is the enabler of the Fulani terrorists to be able to find themselves in Biafra land. It is Ikpazu, it is all the governors, it is Ojusakalu, it is Soludo, it is Wike, it is Ayade, it is Godswill Akpabio. It is all these criminals that you see in government and in parliamentary seats that make it possible for them to find their ways into Biafra land. And that is why the communion service is going to be served to all of them. The time the women and the children of Biafra cried and weep and weep and weep and weep have come and gone. Now, that same way that they were burning the houses of our women and children and cutting them to pieces is the same way that they are going to get it back. So what are we saying? Communion service is coming. Communion service is coming, and it is going to be served to all of you. Do you all remember that during the tenure of Buhari, there was an MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, that was signed by all the southern governors. All the southern governors, they signed Memorandum of Understanding with the Fulani terrorists and their guards from Abuja. What was the content? The content of the Memorandum of Understanding was to do what? To make sure they will, that is the Fulani terrorists, will work and make sure they put all of them into their political positions. They will win in every campaign. When they win in every campaign and become governors and senators and ministers and speakers of the House, they will in turn grant access to the Fulani terrorists into your lands. These are the Memorandum of Understanding that your governors, your elders, your ministers sign with Fulani terrorists. Fulani terrorists will aid them into office with their power because they have INEC, they control INEC, they control everything. They will rig them into it and put them in power in whichever way. At the end of the day, how they have to pay Fulani terrorists back is for them to sign and harness a way of all your lands being taken over, being taken over by Fulani terrorists. And this is what they have been doing, and this is what has happened. When you listen to Ojus Okalo tell you, I was the one that started, what's it called? Ruga. He said, I gave them the land. It's not just Ojus Okalo. When you listen to many of them, this memorandum of understanding is what they did not even bring to the public. But we had it, and then we went through it. They funded their electoral campaign. That is one of the items on it. The Fulani terrorists will fund their electoral campaign. They will give them everything that they need. The mobilization fee that they use to buy people and buy voting and do everything, Fulani terrorists will fund it. After funding it, they will enter power. But they have what to give back in turn. Making sure that Fulani terrorists will invade your lands, kill you, rape your mothers and sisters and children, cut you to pieces, then they will take over the land. While them, the governors and the elect, they will now have a safe haven to Qatar, Dubai, Switzerland, UK, US, anywhere outside of one Nigeria, they will go and give them a comfort zone with their women and children. So when you see the governors moving, traveling anywhere, it is the promises that they had with the Fulani terrorists. So when we see this one that they came out and wrote now, they try to shift the case to Atiku. This one tried to shift to Shettima. It is showy display. We already understood what the main game was. So the people that aid and abet the killing and enables the Fulani terrorism in Biafra lands is not the Atiku that is seated in Alpha, Abuja. It's not the Shettima that is seated in Alpha, his own country land. It is the governors that we have and the leaders that we have in Biafra land. But they will always try to deviate attention to somewhere else. Now, coming to that other man that calls himself, whether pastor or prophet or whatever he called himself, I don't even know what to describe him. We want Biafrans to get this man's address for us. We want to send a letter to this man. A letter of that same letter that he was talking about. Masugo, please flash his face again on the screen. That same letter that the man was talking about that they need, that the governors of the Southeast have prepared, or precisely the one of Anambra State have prepared. We are going to send that letter to him, so that as the letters are going to, thank you. So that as the letters are going to the marketers in Biafra land, he will also get the letter. So let him be the first person to get that letter from the Biafran people. Just zoom his face, put his face, zoom the video to where his face will show. I think at the ending part, now his face show. Where his face will show for the ending part. So we want him to get the letter first. Okay. We want him to get the letter first. We want his address. We want where he rappos much, where he goes around and comes around, where he do the chopping. Let him collect that letter first, so that when he read through the letter, he will understand the content of the letter. Biafra has gone beyond criminality of pastors and bishops, because they will tell you to pray that one Nigeria will get better. The more you pray, the more your women are raped. The more you pray, the more your children are massacred. The more you pray, the more you are kidnapped. The more you pray, the more Fulani invade your lands. The more you pray, the more terrorists takes over. The more you pray, the more they slaughter you day in, day out. The more you pray, the more they destroy your communities. The more you pray, the more oil exploitation and every natural resources goes on in your land. When some of you see some part of the riverine areas of Biafra land, where the government of one Nigeria are exploiting oil, you will weep for yourself, because it is from this riverside and from these landmarks that the people of these communities lives on. But with the oil exploitation, you see that they cannot breed anymore. They cannot fish anymore. They cannot get the natural fish that you used to get and then eat. They cannot even get crayfish from the sea and from the stream again. They cannot even get something like crab again. When I used to eat crab, I eat it very fresh, and then I will feel it that I'm eating crab. You cannot get those things from those streams and lakes and rivers anymore. Why? Because the exploitation of oil and gas in Biafra land, where they don't take care of the surroundings, they don't take care of the people, they don't do anything, they don't control anything. They just exploit the oil and then they leave the place to be useless. While the inhabitants of those places feels the brunt of the exploitation, but the money is going to the federal government of Nigeria, the money is going to America, UK, EU, and they enjoy everything and they understand and go in a very psychedelic manner, while you are suffering and lamenting. So this animal that has been able to make himself a living sacrifice for Anambra government, let him please send us his address so that we send him the first letter that he's talking about that he want to give to the marketers. That is the message we have for him. We see that he is very, very good in doing evangelism. We applaud him for his evangelism, but we want the evangelism to start from him. We need his address so that we can send that same letter that he's talking about back to him first. That is the message we can give to this man. Thank you, Mas Hugo. As you bring up other issues, I will come in to address. Thank you.
Okay, they were. I think I would have suggest if we take calls from people, because it's 2 hours now. Maybe we take calls.
Okay, if
unless,
you want to take calls,
unless the Biafrans are not ready.
Before you take calls, if you want to take calls, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Battle Cry, I cannot hear you.
Okay, Mas Hugo, please, if you want to take calls, before you take calls, let me add something last so that when the line opens, I will not come back to disturb Biafrans. I want Biafrans to understand that when you see UK warship in the Biafran waterways, you should understand that we are now fighting a war from two fronts. So when you hear of Biafran Liberation Army, you have men that are combating the terrorists inside the bushes. You have men that are combating the terrorists in the waterways. When Gowon wanted to invade Biafra land and wanted to start, the first shot was fired at Kakem. And it was through there, from Calabar area, the waterways, that it was dropped. So this was in 1967. So when you now see that one Nigeria, UK government that did not go with warship to go and rescue Nigerians who are sleeping in IDP camps every day, who are being massacred by one Nigerian recruited Fulani terrorists every day, who are not helping you in one Nigeria in any way, who have not gone to rescue Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a British citizen with a British passport, who was kidnapped all the way from Kenya and then extraordinarily renditioned down to Nigeria against every international law. What is it called? United Nations law, NATO law, African Union law. Which one is it again? Commonwealth law, international conventions of human repatriation, or anything that they call. Now, UK government did not send their intelligence unit to go and rescue Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from terrorists that took him. When you hear of one American detained in Borno State, America sent their snipers to invade Sambisa and then do what? Rescue out one citizen of America that was taken. They had to sacrifice over 50 or 10 of their snipers to go and get one person and the family out back. This is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, which they claim is their citizen, right? He was employing and creating labor for UK government. He did not employ black people, he was employing white people in his company. He was paying tax. So he was a contributing factor to the economy of UK. This is somebody with a UK passport and has lived there for many years. He was kidnapped with the connivance of the same UK and every other countries. Now, this same government have not gone with warship to go and rescue their citizens since June 2021. But they now bring the warship to come down to Biafra land. They don't bring the warship to Biafra land or to come and fight maritime or to intensify anything that you see them write the chunks. What you should understand that it is a fight against the Biafran people that you see that warship in the Biafran waterways. If not, why didn't they station it in Lagos waterways? Why is it coming down to this side? So understand something that we are fighting wars from two ends. And where my message is taking us to is that we need to intensify our efforts and to bring more money for us to be able to get more weapons. We need more weapons to be able to destroy the enemies that are coming in. So wake up and check your bank account, check your card, send me more money to ESN so that we can be able to defend Biafra lands. We have thousands and millions of volunteered army standing, waiting for weapons to do the needful. All they need is money, 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 guns and bullets. They cannot do it with hand. We don't use sand. What we need is money to be able to multiply the watches. I thank you all.
All right, we move. So, Biafrans, I believe we are done. Is anybody here want to drop in any other in any submission? If you want to drop in your submission, you are free to do that before people begin to call in. So, Biafrans, the lines are open. Anybody you can call here. I don't think I will be able to be compiling the number, but if you can drop your number here, I will place it on the screen. If you are ready to control this, okay, I think I have some lines here. I don't know who's people. Let's see. I think I have some lines here. Let's see. So, dear friends, you can call into the program while we remember that the US. Where is that video? I can't find the video. We have the US head office, Biafra Republic government in exile headquarters in United States, Baltimore, to be inaugurated on Sunday. Oh, sorry, on Friday. On Friday, yes, this coming Friday. If you're around United States, it will be a nice one, a good one, perfect one. If you find yourself there, you don't lose anything, only celebrate with the people that are celebrating. This is time to show your commitment in whatever you see we are doing. If you are interested in this freedom we are talking about, it's time you know. If the so-called Vice President Shettima can boldly and proudly parade himself around with the terrorists, if the Nigerian state can coronate a terrorist openly, guiding him by police, protecting him by police and the army, the governor of the state attended the occasion, the local government attended the occasions, you don't need anybody to tell you that you don't belong in the same place with these people. You don't need anybody to tell you that you need your own freedom. You don't need anybody to tell you that. You should be calling people for freedom now. Let us begin to ignore those fools in the social media that have lost their focus. Let us ignore them. It's time to ignore them. Ignore them. They are not relevant anymore. We don't have to listen to them and complain. We don't have to listen to them and get angry. Let us ignore them. And I want us to also remember that the Finland Convention is coming by next month, October 20th, 21st. The convention we hold. And I want you also to remember that you have to fight. This is not a fight you fight through your news. Over 500,000 Christians killed in Nigeria by Islamist extremists. And you think you pray for this to stop? No. Time you pray, time you walk. Go and read your Bible very well. Moses have to fight. Aaron have to fight. David have to fight. Gideon have to fight. All the great men of God, they fought. They fought. Even if they lose, they fought. God cannot give you victory and come down from heaven to fight for you. This is time for you to prove to God that you are willing and you are really serious to get your freedom. You have to take your freedom. God has given us this freedom. You don't ask God for freedom anymore. He has already given us this freedom. It's time we take the freedom. God cannot force you. God never force anybody to anything. Even salvation, He don't force you. You choose. So these days, choose between you and freedom, between you and the slavery, between you and being your land being grabbed, between you and the ethnic cleansing going on, between you and your business and the economic jihad. Choose. You know what you want. So, BIAFRANS, if nobody is calling in, I think we should be rounding up. I don't know if any other person have something to ship in as we wait for callers. Make it not be like saying no limit there.
Thank you, as you go. And what I keep reenacting is this tozo of a man. I am still waiting to get a message on my inbox, because Biafra that are watching, you're not going to tell me that you don't have anybody that knows this man, that is going to give us his identity as a serious matter. Honestly, we need more of his very, very visible picture, his face. I need his Facebook account. Somebody should send us his Facebook account if he has any, or whatever he's using, so that we will broaden his image very well, so that the people delivering the letter would not deliver the letter to the wrong person. So we need to evangelize him as a matter of urgency. Only did he receive messengers. Very, very urgent. So the communion need to be served very hot communion to this annual fair. Very important. Very, very important. So if you are calling us, will call us on any of these numbers. Tell us you know him. Tell us you are sending us the details, so that can I deliver the package of his gift before tomorrow evening. Very important. So you can call us on the numbers that is rolling on the screen. Call us after the program. Very, very important. Thank you very much.
There we go. Sorry, we know they hear you.
Now they hear me now.
Uh-huh.
Sorry. That man where they do that evangelism. Now, pastor.
Maybe na pastor we never born again.
That's
Okay.
That's a Ludo pastor.
Okay. Now the one we never born again. Yes.
Yeah,
So he needs to born again. Yes.
Need to be delivered.
Because that photo you put on this screen before, that photo of 50,000 Christians massacred, we have not seen the man. We have not seen the man come to do evangelism for these 50,000 Christians that have been massacred by Fulani terrorists. We have not also seen the man go and meet Pope of their Most High in the Vatican to come and intervene over the massacre of Christians of over 50,000. We have not also seen him go to engage the governor of the state and the House of Assembly members and the senators and the ministers and ask them, what are you doing for us to stop Fulani terrorists from killing us? We have not also seen him going to meet Soludo or meet any governor or ministers or senators and ask them, what have you guys done to the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Because calling for the end to sit at home is clamping down on the decision of the people of Biafra who have decided to sit at home, requesting and demanding with full force for a referendum to be held and for the freedom of every prisoner of conscience and for the freedom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. These 50,000 here massacred, you cannot see this 50,000 here mentioned that it is Fulani terrorists that were massacred by Christians. Why is it that Christians don't massacre Fulani terrorists to this number, but it is Fulani terrorists that massacre Christians to this number? And then every Christian is comfortable with it. Are Christians so moronic in nature? Are Christians so lily-livered? Jesus Christ was a Christian. David was a Christian. Job was a Christian. Joshua was a Christian. Moses was a Christian. All the men of God that you heard their names that were warriors and fought battles, they were Christians. So what set of Christians do we now have in our own time? Is it the set of Christians that only answer the name because of money? Because the ones that we heard their names in the Bible stories, they were the ones that fought to the liberation of their people. Christian religious leaders were the ones fighting to the liberation of their people. But today, what we see is that the Christian religious leaders are the ones enabling the Fulani terrorists to even massacre their congregation members. And they will come out to be singing rubbish. They will come out to be telling you to pray rubbish. Your prayers are not to God. Your prayers are to Mammon. Your prayers are to Satan. Your prayers are to Fulani terrorists. Your prayers are not to the Almighty Chukwu Kikabiama that created us. Because I cannot sit down to see that you are massacred and you are telling somebody, pray, 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 pray. You are massacred. And you are so happy to be coming out to tell people about the numbers of your children that have been massacred. You cannot come out and tell us these are the numbers of them that we also massacred. Were you born of a Christian in this age to come and be slaves to Fulani terrorists? Or has it gone so demean in your brains that you don't know what freedom of people is all about again? You continue to deceive the congregations while you use their tithe and offerings to buy private jets, to buy big, big cars, to build the best of companies and the best of houses, to send your children to abroad to school. The schools that are built by your cathedral, which the money is gotten from the tithe and offering from the poor masses. The poor masses' children cannot attend that school because the school fees are so high that it is now only the children of politicians that can now attend the schools. But which person's money was used to build the school? The poor masses. Imagine, this is what you see when the children of those that contribute to the tithe and offering of a congregation comes out to be. Whereas that of the politician, their own, is in UK, is in US, is in Europe. But this is what your own children are looking like. And Fulani terrorists will still invade this place where you see these children like this, and they will massacre these children. And the politicians will not do anything. The only thing politicians will come back to do is to sit down in the Senate chambers and they will be debating, and they will use the children of the poor to make mockery, and they will be asking questions like, should we allow the poor to breed in Nigeria? And then some of you will hear them say, the nay will say nay, the high will say high. They make mockery of the existence of the poor children. We have already declared the man wanted. All we want him is the letter that he said they are going to serve to the marketers. We want to serve him that letter first. Let him take the letter to go and then read what is inside the letter. Gaddafi, I see your message, but leave it like that. When he sees the content of the letter, he will understand what the content of the letter means. You know, there are important envelopes that are sent to you. You don't open it outside. You take the important envelope into the inner room. You open it where it is holy. So when you open it where it is holy, you pray to your Chuku Okike. You pray to your Chi, and then you will ordain the letter to your Chi before the anointing will take place. So if that man is a pastor, or if he is an evangelist, let him continue to do his evangelism very well. But the letter I was talking about, we'll get to him first. Thank you, Mazi.
The caller is here. Okay, Mazi, go on. You have 2 minutes. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go on. You have 2 minutes, Mazi. Go on.
Okay, Mazi. Good evening, brothers and sisters. I just want to contribute on what our brother is saying. My brother, please, if you can extend this, our evangelism. You see those market chairman, the way we have problem is this our market chairman. If you can do the evangelism for them, because they are the ones that opening this market, they are the ones that causing our people to come out. So I suggest our evangelists will touch them. When we take 1 or 2 of them, we see now, everybody will sit at home by force. My brother, this is what I wanted to contribute. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you so much. Okay, we'll head him. As we go on, I think we should be rounded up. It's like okay, let us start our closing remark. Let me start from top. What the Ada Biafra?
Thank you, my host, Biafra 247. Thank you so much. My people, we have heard what the minister, Mr. Sonny, said. I concur to everything he said. You know, we Africans, we are more Catholic than the Pope. This religious issue, it was brought to us. But we should all realize that Jesus Christ, that we answer his name when they ask you, you say, oh, I'm a Christian. His region in that area of, well, that part of the world, Asia, they fought most of the wars. And most of the time when they are going, you will see that God will send an angel to go and tell them what to do before they set out for any wars. As my minister said, Mr. Sonny, you cannot be sitting there like men, behaving like children. People are bringing war to your doorstep, and you are waiting for someone to command you. I know that they disarmed most of you, but by now, you should have access to locally made weapons to fight back. They can't be coming to your domain every day, burning houses, killing you, and you will just be there. Some people, they go to church Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. What time do you have? You have to be sleeping with one eye at this time. It's not only in Igbo land. It is like we are stressing you people too much, but that's not the case. Because people from Benue State, they are all now living outside their homes. If not for ESN and the Biafra Liberation Army, these people would have invaded the whole of Igbo land long time ago. And this is their prime target. So you people should please try and sit up. You have to fight back. Fight back. You know, these people, they don't mean well for you. They don't mean any good for you. When they kill anyone, that person is gone and gone forever. So please, my people, we all have to be at alert. We all have to be at alert. And this is the time. This is the time, my people. Christians should fight back. They should fight back. Thank you.
They were. Okay, we come to you, Mazi Vam Vam.
I'm using my mobile now to.
Okay. Okay, you see, the problem is from your gadget, it's from your device.
Yeah. Thank you, fellow Biafrans. Thank you. I will never forget to appreciate all of you that are doing the needful, that remember that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is worth to us more than the whole zoo combined. If they ask you, take the zoo or take Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are going to say, to hell with the zoo, give us MNK. That's exactly what you have proven every Monday. When they say, take Nigeria or take Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you say, to hell with the zoo, give me MNK. That's what you keep proving every Monday. You have done it again. And because you have proven it, a man like this Anwafia must get your message verbatim. We need to deliver the message because you have always proven it for 2 years now, and you keep standing on the gap for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. An idiot like this cannot ridicule your sacrifice. An idiot like this cannot make worthless every effort you have made for your freedom. So that is why I know you are all going to respond very, very quickly. Thank you very much. And I want you to know that our Prime Minister have got so much love for you, and our Prime Minister have sacrificed everything, his own privacy, his own freedom, his own job. He has already given. It's like our Prime Minister doesn't even do any other thing again apart from Biafra. The only thing that our Prime Minister does now is just to fight for your freedom. To fight for your freedom every day. So, and he is not going to let you down. And as a vow to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he will never let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu down. That is an assurance. Like our Prime Minister have always said, you will sleep in Nigeria and wake up in Biafra. It is coming, and it is going to happen very, very soon. Thank you very much for listening to us today. Please continue to share these programs wherever you're watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channels, please go ahead and subscribe. Subscribe to all the YouTube channel of our media warriors, everyone. Our Biafra Sunny Backup TV, BRGI, please subscribe. Subscribe to Gaddafi of Biafra TV. Subscribe to every of our YouTube channels so that we will keep sharing this gospel to the ends of the world. Thank you very much, my host. I dropped my mic. Thank you.
Please.
Yeah?
Vam. Please tell them my own YouTube channel is
Please,
Betis TV.
You need to bring it so that we will be pegging it on our program. Please subscribe. Okay. What's your channel, please?
Betty Ford TV.
Becky Ford TV.
Yes.
Please write it on the comment section so that as you go, we put it on display, please. Write
All
it
right.
The person, when you write Betty something TV, you put the link as well to identify it, because they might just search the name, but they cannot get the link. That's the problem. Yeah. So type the name and put the link.
Put it there so that I will also put it on my. I'll also put it on my own channel.
Thank you. Should I post it to Vam?
Yeah.
Because I subscribe to your YouTube.
Please send it to me so that I will put it on the comment section.
All right. Thank you.
So that as you go, we display it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, we move. Remember to announce our channels. Thanks. Okay. What the Biafra warrior? Can you hear me? We can hear you.
Yes, I can hear you, sir. Are you hearing me now?
Yes, now, yes.
Yes. So, my closing remarks. I just want to employ every Biafra all over the world. All we need to do now, whatever you are doing, let us double it. Let us enforce whatever we have been doing. Do it double. If you can triple it, and support the ESN and Biafra Liberation Army. Support the BRGIA, Biafra Republic Government in Ezra. Please, because all we need now is for us to have a place to call home tomorrow. Today, I visit a friend that is working here. He said he was in a school. He's studying about hospital duration, like to direct hospital, like, because they are planning to build a private hospital in Edo State there. He said what she learned today, even me, I have known of it for long. He said they are studying something now, but what they study today, that she comes to know that even their children that they born here, they don't have the same privilege as German citizens. That they born, even though they are born here, they have German citizens. They don't have the same privilege as German citizens. That is the Caucasian German.
Yeah.
I asked her, okay, it's today you realize that? He said yes. I said, yeah, I'm sorry that you all realize it today. But me, I have known that even when my child was 2 years old. Because that color is there. That color. They know that color is superior than what they have. They are against it. They know that we are more than them in any way. They know our history more than we are. They know what we represent. Mostly when you are from Nigeria and they know you are from Edo State or from Imo State or from any part, those people, they know you more than you are. If you say you are from you were born in Benin City, automatically they know you are a Biafra. They know your history more than you. You will deny that you are not a Biafra, but they know you that you are a Biafra. They might take Yoruba child or Hausa child or Fulani child, even though they have your color, more important than your own child because you are from Biafra. So it's not a new thing for me. Me, I didn't go to their school. I didn't go to Nigeria school, but I know this. But you that have been going to their school, yeah, you got airport management. Now you are doing hospital management. You don't know this. You are telling me this. I said it's not a new thing to me. She was surprised. And I now started talking to her. I said, what make you to think? He said, because maybe at times they will meet one of our children on the street. They will say, Maybe the child will speak German very well. They will say, how did you learn German? He said some people will think it's a compliment. Say it's not a compliment because that child was born here. I said, yes, of course, it's not a compliment. That is because as soon as you have that color, as far as you are that color, that beautiful color that we have, you are not the same as them. They will not regard you. So it is time you join this struggle to become one of us, to support. Before I've been talking to her, she didn't want to listen. Today, she listened to me. He said, send me any link. I will join you in the next meeting. I said, okay, you better join. Because this fight is not for only the Igbos, the way you people think. If Nnamdi Kanu is still in that dungeon, it's there because of we, the coastal region. It's there because of me from Edo State. Because he don't want to leave any one of us outside the way God instructed him. That is why he's still there. So, my brothers and sisters, please, if you are from coastal region, if you are from interland, please listen to our Prime Minister. Go and follow Simon Ekpa on Twitter. Any information you need is there. Follow sources. Follow Prince Will. And follow the Biafra Liberation Army. You will get every information you need. On YouTube, follow all our information minister. Akbarawa, 247, Vam, Gaddafi, and Ada Biafra from Chicago. Follow everybody. If you follow those people, you will not miss road. You will get information, and no propaganda they put out there. Like the post, I saw it day before yesterday I saw it when they were saying the Gulf, the Cameroon, they came, they do this, Biafra, they have to retreat. When I saw that post, my comment is still there. I said, I just laughed. I said, these people are lying. That was my comment. Today, Prince will come to Twitter space and confirm that my comment, that what I was thinking inside me. Because I saw the post on his own page. I see the way he reacted to the page. I know that those people were lying. So if you are following the important people, you will know that any propaganda will not come your way and make you fall for their cheap propaganda. Just follow those people I mentioned to you. Simon Ekpa, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, Prince Will, and the Ross, that is Biafra Liberation Army. Follow them. Anything they post, retweet it, and read their post every time. You will not mislead. You will not listen to any propaganda. You will not listen to any stupid pastor that is trying to deceive you. And follow the YouTube, our YouTube Minister for Information, Minister Manzi Sonny Akbarawa, Vam, and 247 Gaddafi, Ada Biafra from Chicago. Just follow them. You will not mislead. If you just use it as like me, my morning devotion is our Prime Minister page on Twitter. If I wake up in the morning, before I get up and brush and go to work, before I used to read my Bible, but now my Bible is our Prime Minister page. If you read there, you go there, you will not have any fear throughout the day. You will get strength. You will get strength because nothing shake him. Because he is a lion. My brothers and sisters from coastal region, from interland, all over Biafra land, please don't listen to any propaganda. Don't listen to anybody that wants to deceive you. Nothing is worth your freedom. Freedom is more important. It is better you die fighting for your freedom than to die as a slave in Nigeria.
Thank you.
If you die, you have billions in Nigeria. You die as a slave. You didn't die. You don't die as an important man. It is better to die without nothing, fighting for your freedom as an hero, than to die a billionaire in Nigeria. You are a slave. That is my message for all Biafra. Please, fight for your freedom. Freedom is not free. It costs. Go and anything you are doing, double it. Look for work. Even though you don't have document, you are in diaspora. Look, they are black work. everywhere. Look for work and support the ESN and Biafra Liberation Army. Register in the task. Even though after you register, start sharing the link to everybody. They will register and pay. Even though it's €1, it's something to us. Please, don't mind. And for those that are afraid for the worship that they are put there, that is just nonsense. That worship, for me, when I saw that post on our Prime Minister today, you know what I talked about it? I was so happy. I said, hallelujah. That means Biafra is here already. Because that worship is to tell you that the terrorists, the Fulani terrorists, they import to kill the Biafra people have failed. The Obi, you people that are still obedient, that worship means that Obi have failed the Britain. That is why they come by themselves. They couldn't hide themselves again. They come to support, to defend the zoo terrorists. They are here to support the zoo. Forget what China TV right there. That is nonsense. They are here to support the zoo terrorists because they have failed their assignment. Obi have failed his assignment. That is why they now come here to threaten us. But we, the Biafra, we are not afraid. That worship is nothing. Even though they like, may they go uproot their royal house, that royal resident in UK, in anywhere they are. May they uproot them. May they carry and come put them for Lagos. We will not be afraid. They are just coming to witness our self-referendum. That is what they are coming there to do. They will not dare carry that worship to Biafra land because that ship will sink. That spirit of our ancestors they killed that have possessed me. I'm telling you, the spirit of the ancestors have possessed me. That is why I'm
Thank you, Biafra warrior queen.
I'm a Biafra warrior queen because the spirit of the ancestors have possessed me. If you want to come and kill me, my name is Becky Enobakai. You cannot succeed because Biafra liberation has come. We will get. We have already got our liberation. We have got it. Nothing will stop us. UK worship will not stop us. Nothing will stop us. Thank you very much. God bless you. I'm sorry. Thank you that you stopped me because
thank you. Mazu, go before that, please. Biafrans, I have pinned the channel of our sister on our channels, please. Before you sign out, please go and subscribe to that channel, please. Thank you very much.
Okay. Mazi Gaddafi, you have the microphone.
Biafran people, thank you. Lovers of freedom, the friends of Biafra, we have come and we will win. We have seen the enemies within, enemies everywhere. But we must continue. Our time is fast spent, but all I want to say is that that man is declared wanted by us, the media, by us, the seen and unseen spirits. He has the only thing I want to tell Biafran people, continue to sit at home, or we'll make you to sit at home months, weeks, years. And he's saying that if you decided that your marketplace has become tools in the hands of the politicians, we have no choice than to offer those your place of your business places. We offer it to God as a burnt offering. It is written in the Bible. When the people demand something, they give offering to God. They bring ram, they bring a lot of things and offer it to God as burnt offering. If you don't want us to use those things, those markets to offer unto God as a burnt offering, if you don't want it, sit at home. Don't force us to adopt the way of Ambazonia. If you force us, we will adopt it. We love dangerous freedom than peaceful slavery. There I raise my case. Please, Biafran people, subscribe, activate the notification, the bell icon. Above all, share our program. We are at war with the YouTube, the Facebook, anything you post, they will bring your station down. The day my own will be bring down, I'll go back to Chiamaka TV and announce it so that you people will come back. Any day Chiamaka own go down, we'll go to Gaddafi. That is how it will be. Let us strengthen ourselves. We must continue, and this message must go all over the world. Thank you, Biafran people. Thank you, friends of Biafra. Thank you, lovers of Biafra. Thank you, above all, the Biafran that are living in Biafra land. Above all, I recognize our heroes that have offered their life for us to live. Thank you all. God bless you.
The war battle cry, you get the microphone for your hand now.
Thank you very much. Good evening, BIAFRANS all over the world and all our comrades who are in the studio who has already spoken very, very, very well. I appreciate all of you. People are, you are a brain engine, actually. And let's begin to thank God for giving us a prophet in our own time who speaks and it happens. Mazi Nandekalo, and who, through the spirit of the Elohi, the Chukwukabiama, appointed Mazi Simon by the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in exile, and who is coordinating the Eastern Security Network and the Biafra Liberation Army, and those gallant ones who are in the bush, and those de facto government in the Biafra land who are obeying, because from what I observed recently, it takes a wisdom for people to listen to a man who speaks to them all the time, because nobody sees where they are doing chieftaincy title, ignore it and run to where they are doing ritual remedy. So that one is a huge plot for our Prime Minister. And we pray that God will continue to multiply the wisdom, the same way God takes the spirit from Moses and give it to 70 elders of Israel, the same way God took spirit from our leader Onyendomas Nnamdi and give it to our Prime Minister to multiply. And he has been able to multiply to different channels, both diaspora and local, and it's working, and we are seeing the result today. It is a shame to those who call themselves DOS. Now the moving train has left them, so they're behind us. We are just acting now in a way that we put a film for them that are watching the film, and the film is yielding results on a daily basis. And we say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to give us wisdom, continue to give us unity, number one, because it is unity that tiny piece of people called Fulani is using to conquer millions of citizens in that zoological republic. It is unity. Forget about these bad talks or bad acting of Shettima and Atiku. Forget it. They can come to public and say whatever they want to say. You think they're in war. They are not in war. In the night, they will be making phone calls, talking to each other. Say, don't mind them. Don't mind them. They know what they're doing. Atiku is serving the interests of Fulani. Shettima is serving the interests of Fulani. Likewise, every other Fulani man. They don't believe in unity with anybody who is not Fulani. They believe in conquest. All right. So that is how they're operating. I don't want to take much of time now. I think every other people have spoken well. Let me not take people back. I remain Biafra battle cry under the leadership of Mazi Samuel Ekpa through our leader, Onyendomazi Nnamdi Kanu. From here.
Thank you. Mazi Sonny, I beg.
Why Chineke? I hope my voice will come out.
Very well.
Okay. I salute all Biafrans once again. And I just want to remind Biafrans that we are in a systematic war, and it is ongoing. They have not declared it fully, but we are fighting a war. Now you need to understand that in time of war, what we do is we strategize. We stay at alert, you watch everywhere, and then you send every info and every undue movement that you find out as an intel. I salute you all for your strength and your courage on the Biafran cause, but we must do more and we must continue. Above all, what we need more and most now is funds to be able to procure more arms and ammunition. That is what we want. With no money, with no weapons, the Biafran Liberation Army, the Eastern Security Network, the Black Marine, the BNL and BNG and every other group that you hear of or know of, or those you don't even know, will not be able to function. And they will not be able to bring down the terrorists that will come confronting them. So what we need is much funds to be able to buy more weapons so that our men will be on standby to defend Biafra land. Make no mistake, because you may sleep and then you wake up and see that your own enclaves have been burnt down. So if you think that the war is not in your own zone, you are making a big mistake. Do not sleep with your two eyes closed as usual. You need to sleep with one closed and one open and keep watch. As a man, you should be very, very useful to your community at this time than ever. We need more resources. And this is all I will tell you, because our army are standing by and we have more and more to do. It's not time of talking too much. Eduaka no. Eduaka no. Eduaka no is going on and must continue before Biafra is restored. I leave it here. Ndewo Muchineke.
Ndewo Shine. Ndewo. So Biafrans, we have said it all, and I believe we have all listened very well. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you for your time. And from here, we have to say good night or bye for now, because I know this media, anybody, they think if you enter anybody here now, you go ahead, you go jump, enter media again, carry microphone, they talk. That is the spirit of freedom that you cannot stop. So I will say bye for now, and remember, go to the I can see that anyway, next time we will start publishing it on time. What do I say? Always listen for updates. Follow our PM on Twitter. Follow our PM on Twitter for better updates. Updates is very important. So I will say bye from
Nandi, Onyamuma, Nandi, Kenetiku, Nazara, Nandi, Onyamuma, Nandi, Kenetiku, Nazara, Onyamuma, Nandi, Onyamuma, Nandi, Kenetiku, Nazara, Onyamuma.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.